Good evening and welcome, race fans. Tonight, Maximum Velocity takes to the high banks here of Daytona for 100 long, grueling laps for these guys in the trucks. We're going to see Chevys, we're going to see Toyotas. Hopefully we don't see them upside down. We want to see them on their wheels. And I think we're in for a very exciting race here tonight. And thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Well, it's good to be here with you tonight, Rudy.
Absolutely. I didn't know you were back, Scott. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. I was just down there. I popped down there while you had your mic muted. I was just listening to some of the drivers' meeting, and looks like there's going to be a zero tolerance policy tonight for this race after all the fireworks last night.
Ah, well, interesting. That's might be a good thing, huh?
Yeah, for a super speedway race, man. Everybody's been told basically be on their P's and Q's. Maybe it'll make for a nice, good, quick, long green flag run.
Yeah, that'll be really awesome and really good. Lots of special paint jobs out here tonight. We see a lot of time that these guys do put into their paint jobs. I just kind of wanted to mention that. Okay, one of the drivers in the race here tonight, Eli Schomer, he says he's going to have some people watching here from the Kakana High School. For every 10 likes on the video, if you just click that little thumbs up over there on the video, he will be donating $5 to the Children's Cancer Fund. So that's really cool. And wanted to give a special thank you out to his teachers. He is actually a high school student, Mrs. Hunter and Mrs. Ortega. So thank you, special thank you to them for posting it on the school board, I guess. A lot of to try to get a lot of the students to tune in tonight to watch. So hopefully they do, and hopefully these guys put on a good show here tonight, Scott.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, Rudy. As I said just a few minutes ago, there were some fireworks last night between some of these drivers, and I'm hoping that it doesn't carry over into this race, man. This is also the season finale here tonight for Maximum Velocity, and the points championship is only 10 points between first and second place.
Holy smokes. Okay, who is on the top spot right now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give everybody a quick rundown. We got Scott Sanderson in the lead at 10 points over Justin Michael. It's really only between them two, as Travis Browder is 68 points back in third. Tyler Stanley's in fourth. Tommy Lee's in fifth. Andrew Schultz is in sixth. I'm in seventh. Cody Griffin's in eighth. Johnny Smith is in ninth. And Chris Voiles is 10th. So it's basically between Sanderson and Michael tonight, and there's 10 points that separate them. And you know, here with a big field at Super Speedway, that's not much.
Yeah, one to kind of keep an eye out for that's not up there, Andrew Schultz. We've seen him be extremely good at these super speedways as of late. So definitely keep your eyes on him tonight. We will be watching him. He knows how to get it done when it comes down to the time, when it comes down to the wire. He'll be there, won't he, Scott?
Yeah, Andrew's really been doing well in anything he runs lately. He's been running over there IndyCar with us, and he just come off a great season where he finished fourth in the points. And usually every league he's in, he's usually in the top 5 in the points. So Schultz is definitely a contender when you're running these super speedway races.
Yes, sir. Well, again, thank you for all the viewers tuning in here tonight. Wanted to thank iRacing for allowing us to broadcast up to the iRacing portal, and we appreciate that very much. And special thank you to Jack Davidson. I'm not sure if Jack's watching tonight, but thank you for all the behind-the-scenes stuff and the hard work that he puts into it. I know the guy's just swamped with work and doesn't need more work, but he does a phenomenal job, and keeping that all square. So thank you, special thank you to Jack.
Definitely. Thank you, Jack. We appreciate it.
If it's your first time up to the live iRacing portal, I believe there's going to be another race going on here in about 15-20 minutes. You can actually, at the top of the portal there, you can click on either one you want to watch, or you can put it on 2 different screens and watch both at the same time if you got enough internet to handle that. But we'll be live here for 100 laps, and hopefully they're going to put on a good show here tonight.
I think they will, Rudy. I think it's going to be a pretty good race tonight. I think everybody's looking to put on a good show for the folks. Everybody knows they're on the portal, and they don't want to be pacing here all night long. So I look for everybody to just kind of take it easy early on, get to the later part of the race, and then towards, 30 to go, 35 to go, you'll see them ramp it up. Then I could be wrong. You can see the green flag drop, and everybody go out there and drive us the last lap on the first lap.
That's very, very true. Very, very true.
You never know until these races start. I mean, it's just every race is so different, and every race has a different flow to it. Some are good, some are bad. So we just have to wait and see once the flag drops.
Another one to keep an eye on, Wally Turheimer. I was just talking to Wally before the race, and that guy right there has improved his driving skills and listened to what other people have told him to do and helped him out, and his driving has improved tenfold, hasn't it?
Oh, definitely, man. Wally is he finished second in the IndyCar series, the season we completed last night, and I was talking to Wally today about that on the phone, and Wally was just ecstatic about the season that he just had. And he's gaining confidence every day as he races here on iRacing because he's participating more and more, and he's practicing more and more, and he's seeing the results. So, and when you see the results, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, because like we were talking about there, Scott, and you were involved in that conversation, that seat time is very, very important in order to become a good race car driver. And the more you run, the better you're going to get.
Oh, it's absolutely vital. I mean, this is not like Gran Turismo where you just jump in, grab the controller, and 20 minutes later you're an expert. This is completely different. Some of them out there, that race for real, they're fortunate enough to jump right into the seat, and there's not a big transition. But let me tell you what, when I started iRacing, it took a little while. I was humbled very quickly when I joined iRacing. It just took a matter of putting your nose to the grindstone, sitting down, turning laps, and that's what I did. And, finally last night it paid off.
Yes, sir. Well, we're just less than a minute away from qualifying, folks. And we'll get this show on the road here. So thanks for tuning in here on iRacing and on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. If you got your favorite driver, post in chat there who your favorite driver is and root them on. These guys like to have fans. They like to know who's rooting for them, and maybe you'll see them get to victory lane. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll see them upside down on the first lap. Who knows? You just never know about super speedway racing, Scott. All right, folks, finishing up practice, and we're going to step away here real quick, play our national anthem, and we will be right back.
most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
Okay, Scott, we are back. I think I lost Scott. Well, anyhow, folks, every 10 likes, $5 will be donated to the Childhood Cancer Foundation, so please hit that like button. For every 10 likes, please hit that like button, folks. $5 will be donated to the Childhood Cancer Foundation. Their times are coming in now.
How about now, Rudy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Sorry about that, man. I don't know. I had to unplug my wheel and put back in. It wouldn't register me pushing the button.
That's weird. It just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah, it does that every once in a while. I don't know why it does that.
Because it's a computer.
This is very true. They all have a mind of their own.
They do. But they're only as intelligent as we've made them, and they're much more intelligent than you and I can tell you that. Well, Mark Jackson coming in on the pole. Ooh, beating out Keith Haney, Ryan Sadusky, Robert Riley in there. Robert Riley's going to be our in-car reporter here a couple of times tonight. We're probably going to drag him up to the booth, Scott, and talk to him and see how the race is going out there in his perspective, providing he doesn't get wrecked out.
Yeah, you know how we've seen in the previous races that we've had where we've had in-car reporters and they wind up getting in the carnage early on. But if that happens, he can always come up here and join us in the booth.
Yes, sir.
But I hope that doesn't happen to Bob. Bob had a tough night last night, and if there's somebody I'm rooting for in this race, I'm rooting for the 33 tonight. I'd like to see Roberto Riley in victory lane tonight.
Roberto.
You like that, don't you? How I throw that Spanish flavor on it?
Or we could call him Roberta.
I don't know if he'd dig that or not.
Roberta.
He might have something to say about that. Well, we got about 12 that have taken time so far, Rudy, and we're running out of time here. We only got about 45 seconds left, so I think everybody's going to qualify, has qualified, and we got 12 that have taken time, and Mark Jackson looks like he's going to be our pole sitter.
Yeah, boy, it's going to be a pretty good-sized field here tonight, Scott. Looks like about 31 drivers, maybe?
Yes, sir, 30 plus. Just looking for the two guys that are involved in the points championship, and neither one of them qualified, so they'll be starting in the middle of the pack tonight. And you know what it's like racing here in traffic.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, but you know, that could be a good sign, though. You know, I've seen a lot of drivers that do like to ride in the back for the first part of the race, stay away from all that carnage that could happen up in the front, and be there at the end. So, all right, well, it looks like qualifying is over, and we'll get down here to the grid, and let's run down through the grid here, folks. Starting on the pole, Mark Jackson with a 50.158. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Nathan Miller slides in there and takes second place. Matt Kingsbury in third, Keith Haney fourth, James Lehman fifth, Cody Griffin sixth, Andrew Schulte seventh, Ryan Sadusky eighth, Robert Riley ninth, and Wally Turheimer rounding out the top 10. Scott?
Nathan Sylvia will start 11th. Donald Sadusky starts 12th. Justin Michael, the guy in second place tonight in the championship points race, he's going to be our last qualifier back there in 13th. Scott Sanderson, the points leader, the guy that Michael's chasing, he'll start right there with him in 14th. Robert O'Neill 15th. Travis Browder 16th. Tommy Leo start back there 18th. Martin Porter 19th. And Josh Robin 20th. Rudy.
Tyler Stanley 21st. Ed Hewitt in 22nd. Anthony Corey 24th, Johnny Smith 25th, Sean Zulu starting 26th, George Hendricks 27th, Kerry Cleaver, I believe Kerry may be officiating tonight, I'm not sure, starting in the 28th position. Chris Voiles 29th, Craig Hawkins 30th, Kyle Kieselbach 31st, and David Bashan 32nd, and Eli Schomer, the one that actually is posting there about getting as many likes as we can, running in the 33rd position.
Make sure you push that like button, folks. We got charity on the line tonight. For every 10 likes, there'll be $5 donated. And it's for a good cause for a high school student. So hit that like button. All right, Rudy, we're ready to go racing here at the beach.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here to see how this is going to start out. Now, I do know they have one reset, and I do believe, Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, but they are not allowed to pass till they get on the backstretch of the first lap. Is that correct?
I think it's no 3 wide.
Yeah, no 3
so
wide.
You could be correct. You could be correct about the no passing till you get on the backstretch.
Well, I guess that would, well, now I guess that would be kind of different, but yeah, I do believe you're correct that it is 3 wide. Yes. So, but
They do that just to try to prevent the carnage early on.
Yeah, we're going to find out here right directly because they're heading down the backstretch here. And Scott, I'm going to give you the honors to get these guys going, buddy.
10-4.
It'll be a quick green flag here. As soon as that pace car dives onto pit road, the green comes out almost immediately within a second or two. So we're going to be green flag racing as soon as that car dives onto pit road.
Yeah, everybody in Florida's in a hurry, so flag man don't wait around.
Well, Mark Jackson, I know he's one of the super speedway kings here. And I think we're going to probably see him lead a lot of laps here tonight. I just have a funny sneaking suspicion about that.
Well, there's going to be about 30 other guys out there that might have something to say about that, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. You ready to go racing, folks? Because that's what we're about to do. Pace car is off. Green flag is out, and we're racing here in the season finale for Maximum Velocity. It's their championship race. Will it be Scott Sanderson or Justin Michael that's crowned champion tonight?
And we will get a chance to talk to the top, not just the top 3, but probably those 2, or at least our champion. We'll talk to them at the end of the race, so you want to stick around for the interviews there, folks.
And if we can get a chance, Rudy, I'd definitely like to touch base with them during the race just to see how they're feeling.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. Well, Nathan Miller gets a good run on that outside. Looks like he's getting a pretty good shove there by Keith Haney. And now Nathan Miller drops to the bottom in front of Mark Jackson to take the lead. And leading the very first lap of the race will be, well, I don't know, Keith Haney's got a little bit of a run on that outside. It looks like Keith Haney will lead that lap. "28 drivers in this race, Scott. Man, that's a nice size field, and it looks like everybody's doing a good job holding their line at the moment. Cody Griffin up on that high side. Pushing Keith Haney right now. Those two working together pretty well. Mark Jackson on the bottom pushing Nathan Miller.
And just checking into the back of the field back here, Rudy, we're already seeing Josh Robin and Ed Hewitt drop about 2 seconds back of the lead pack there just to protect themselves.
That's a good strategy, I'm telling you. Very good strategy. I like that. It's nice to have 3 or 4 back there, but you know they might get some company here before long. Somebody gets a little loose or something.
Yep, and it's better to be back to this early on and be up there where you're going to wind up in the carnage and burn up that reset early.
And
as you know, there's been many times when you need that reset late, you don't have it because you had to use it early.
Yes, sir, and there's some very, very close racing going on here. These guys are diving down to the bottom in the turns, trying to get that side draft off of Nathan Miller, and Keith Haney trying to hold on that lead, but Nathan Miller did lead that last lap, so that him and Keith Haney have shared one lap lead out there tonight.
And just looking to find our... Sorry, Rudy.
Yep.
Go ahead, buddy.
Field's starting to get spread out a little bit. Keith Haney drops down to the bottom, dumps off Cody Griffin, and jump right in front of Nathan Miller. Man, I'm going to get that out eventually.
I was just kind of keeping an eye on Sanderson back here. Right now, he's just kind of riding back here right in front of Tommy Lee in 18th position. Justin's up there in front of him a few spots, but we still got a long way to go here.
Oh, definitely, yes. But that's a good, safe place to be. They've put a little bit of distance on that front group now, and they're going to get some company here. Looks like Robert O'Neill is going to fall right in front of Scott Sanderson now, so he drifts back to them. Anthony Corey, 16th position, 1.3 seconds behind the leader, but still hanging on to the draft.
Yeah, this second pack just back here, just kind of taking it easy. All single file back here in this single pack, other than one car on the high side. We'll open that front pack there, about 4 or 5 rows double wide.
Gosh, I don't want to forget about my buddy Tyler Stanley. I heard an earful about not mentioning his name very much last night, so I apologize, Tyler. We'll give you a little TV time here. Running into 14th position, and now Nathan Miller falls all the way back to 13th from the lead, up there in the front row.
And just to touch on that Stanley comment, I just want to congratulate Ty on a season well done last night. Things didn't really work out for him in the championship, but it was still a great season. Well done, Ty.
Robert Raleigh trying to hold on to the draft here of this front group. Doesn't really have anybody to work with, but trying to hang on to the back of Nathan Sylvia, which is running in 11th. So they are even amounts up here. He just needs to get caught up to him, but he needs a little help from the back. Nathan Miller is coming. Him and Tyler Stanley working it and feeling that draft.
And look at that, Wally Terheimer to the point, Rudy. The 57, the Carl's Jr. machine is your leader.
You act surprised, Scott.
Nope, I'm just excited. That's my boy Wallace.
There you go. Well, he's not going to get a chance to lead that lap. Looks like Donald Sadusky is going to lead that lap. So Donald will collect a bonus point.
He's got Justin Michael on the outside. Justin Michael wasted no time getting to the front. He's up there pushing Sadusky, running in that 4th spot on the high side. We got Cody Griffin right behind him.
Yeah, Justin, he knows how to get up there. And, you know, he's got 10 points to gain on our points leader, Scott Sanderson. And right now, he would have it if the race was to be over right now. He would... let's see, I'm trying to find Scott Sanderson back in 18th position, so he would have it right now.
He's still back here pushing O'Neill. They're all still back here running single file. They look to be in no hurry to get up there, and we got a long way to go, so he's not panicking by any means.
Yep, and Wally Terheimer will lead that lap, so he gets a bonus point. Sadusky comes back around on the outside, and this is getting really interesting up here in the front.
And Scott Sanderson just come over the radio right there. Bobby O'Neill asked if he wanted him to let him by, and he said, no, I'm just riding right now.
Yep. Good, safe thing to do.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back here. Nathan Miller, Tyler. Well, Johnny Smith back here. Johnny's caught up to Matt Kingsbury in 12th place. So
Johnny Smith.
Yeah, the field's starting to catch back up to this front group, and I don't know if they want to do that, or I guess maybe they're just riding along here. Tyler Stanley, 16th place, and it's a long ways back to Robert O'Neill. Robert running back in 17th place is about a second behind Tyler Stanley right now.
We got Ed Hewitt already coming off pit road, Rudy.
Oh, no. I wonder what happened to Ed.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but he's already coming off pit road. He's going to be back here by himself, and he's going to lose the draft and be well off the pace.
Well, so he's going to be a lap down already. That's unfortunate for Ed, because you know what's going to happen there. Them lap cars are going to come around here, and they're going to go by him like a freight train.
And the guy that he was running with, Josh Robin, he's up here with Max, so I'm not sure what happened with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it's kind of odd. Yeah, Josh Robin actually right in the midst of this pack here that's running. He's up on the high side in the number 76 case machine. All right, let's go back here. Robert O'Neill still leading a pack here, but he is starting to catch up to Tyler Stanley now, as they've almost completed 10 laps here, caution-free so far. I don't want to say that too loud.
So far, so good, Rudy.
And Justin Michael leads that lap. He gets a bonus point. So that's
every point matters.
To him, yes. That's great. That chops that lead down to 9 points.
Yes, sir.
Terheimer riding in third spot. Cody Griffin on the high side in fourth. Well, third, I guess. They keep switching it up here.
Oh, that was close.
James Lehman in the Heinz ketchup machine up on the high side, number 74. Keeping up with these boys. Boy, and they were all over the place that time. Justin Michael drops to the bottom, and him and Cody Griffin hook up. Donald Sadusky up to the high side.
A lot of switching going around up front.
Yeah, and they get a pretty good pull away here. And Ryan Sadusky, one we ain't talked about yet. Ryan Sadusky hanging on right here in, Justin Michael going up high, and that's going to give the lead up to Cody Griffin here. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Already starting the block.
He caught that apron.
We got a caution.
We do have a caution.
It's too early to start blocking. It looked like they were already starting the blocking techniques there.
Travis Browder going around. Let's see if we can catch up with Travis here and see exactly what happened to him. They're on the back stretch getting ready to go into turn 3 here, and it looks like a field checked up big time right there. Who was that checked up? Kyle Kieselbach. It looks like he got into the guy ahead of him. But boy, he really checked up right in front of Travis Browder, and Travis had absolutely no time to react to that. And then he gets hit by the number 48 of Martin Porter right behind him. And that puts Travis clear out in the grass. The first caution out on lap 13, folks. These guys all get caught up to the leader, and let's see if he's going to bring them to pit road or not. I did not check, Scott. Are they running 100% fuel load here tonight?
I didn't check either, but I'm almost sure they are. Kerry never shortens the fuel load. I'm looking just to be sure. Yeah, I don't see anything where it says they've got a shortened fuel load. So, yeah, they're carrying full fuel tonight.
Very good. Well, looks like Justin may bring them to pit road here. Everybody going to try changing 4 tires, or maybe none. We might not see any tire change. It might be just a top off the fuel and go. Going to be a race off of pit road.
Yes, sir. We'll see who wins that race. The race within the race.
Now, Johnny Smith and a few others stay out. Looks like him and Anthony Corey stay out. So Johnny, he still has not technically led a lap yet. And
Justin Michael's going to win off race off pit road, Rudy.
Yes, he does. Cody Griffin out second. Andrew Schulte coming up to the 5th spot. Look like absolutely, I don't think Andrew took any tires. I think that was a fuel-only stop.
I can't say that I blame him. That's a little early for tires. They'll be pitting again.
So Johnny Smith scored as our leader. The guys from the Trucks Gone Wild group.
Oh, Johnny Smith, my Raider buddy.
Well, it's a little early to talk to anybody, but we could get a in-car report from our buddy there, Robert Riley. Let me drag him up here and see if we can talk to him. Hey, Robert, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, I got you.
Well, how's the race going out there tonight? And tell me what the track conditions are.
Well, I took 4 tires. We thought it'd be better off to go ahead and take tires early on. The track feels pretty good. I mean, it's normal pack racing up here. Everybody's showing a bit of patience here, and I mean, we're really. I was surprised that we've gone this far. There's a couple of them that's got on the apron a couple of times, and just taking our time.
Well, you're back in 12th or 13th here. I think 12th spot. Somebody did pit, so that puts you in 12th. You'll be starting on the outside road. Do you have a partner yet, Robert, or are you still looking?
We're still looking. Nathan Silva seems like he wants to partner up with me. We'll dance and see how that goes, and it's just going to be one of those things of picking and choosing throughout.
And well, good luck out there, and we'll try to get a word in with you later on there and see how your race is going.
All right, ready? We're going to try to take the MaxSpeedTV Toyota to the front here before it's all said and done. See you at the well.
All right, buddy.
Go get him, Bob. That's my buddy Bob.
Yes, sir. All right.
Really hoping he gets a good finish tonight here, Rudy.
Yeah, he deserves a good finish. You know, he's always seems like he's caught up in some melee somewhere, so he does deserve a good finish. Well, we should get the one to go this time, Scott. So I think we're going to start seeing trucks double up here in a couple of seconds as they come around out of turn 4 here. They should get the one to go, I believe.
I just got the admins making some announcements about next season, and just trying to keep everybody under, just to keep everybody cool tonight.
And I believe Eli Schomer out of the race. No, there he is. He's in it. Okay. Well, he was blinked out for a long time there. But he's okay. I thought maybe he was out of the race there for a second. Okay, trucks are doubling up. You know what that means, Scott.
That means it's time to go racing at the beach again. You ever been to Daytona, Rudy?
No, sir, I have not.
You got to make it a point to get down there for the 500 one year.
I've been to Talladega and Bristol.
That one I haven't been to yet. My mom keeps bugging me to go to Bristol. She's only a couple hours away from it.
Yep, that's a pretty awesome track there, I'll tell you. They're in a
I want to go hit it up one night.
They're in a bad seat in the house. I think it's 165 or 166,000 seating capacity. It's amazing. I mean, for a short track like that to have that much, but they've got them stacked clear up. I mean, they're up in the clouds. They've got them
one of these
up.
nights I'm gonna have to go up there for that race. I want to go to the night race. Here we go, man.
Yes, sir. They used to have an opening on the one end, and they closed that, put all seats in there, and stacked it up even higher. So, all right, here we go. I'll get them going here, Scott.
10-4. Well, it's all about that mighty dollar. If they can pack them in, they'll pack them in.
You bet. Pace car in. And we're under green. Good start by everybody. Johnny Smith staying right there. Justin Michael trying to get right up under Johnny Smith to give him a little shove. Cody Griffin hooking up with Anthony Corey on the high side. They get back up to speed here. It's going to take them about a lap, Scott, to get back up to full speed.
Yeah, the draft will help them with all the trucks out there on the track. They'll get up to speed a lot quicker than they would if they were out there by themselves.
Oh, sure. Well, that was a good reprieve there for Ed Hewitt because he did get back on the lead lap, and now he's back in 19th spot. So I don't know exactly what happened to him there, but Mark Jackson.
Hopefully whatever did happen. Sorry, Rudy. Hopefully whatever happened to Ed, he didn't have to use his reset.
Mark Jackson, our pole sitter, mired back here 6th place, but not out of it by any means. Justin Michael does get a pretty good run on the outside and passes up Anthony Corey, and he's trying to bring Cody Griffin with him, but Anthony is right there and they both cannot come down. I mean, you want to see some good close racing right here, folks. There you go. You can see the grill and the front bumper right on Cody Griffin's truck. That's how close he is.
I think James Lehman was off the pace there, Rudy. Yeah, James Lehman's way off the pace. He's dropping to the back.
Oh, we got somebody spinning there. The 75 did not catch up with
Johnny Smith.
Yeah, Johnny Smith. Boy, what a save he did right there. Now down on the apron, waiting to come back up onto the track. Does bring it up safely, but he is way back to 18th place. And now he's trying to get up to speed here. He's going to be back here with Tommy Lee in this gang.
Looks like Lehman's going to pick him up. Maybe not.
Maybe not. They come by him with a full head of steam. He's going to have to fall to the back of them. He'll hook up with Travis Browder.
Kind of hard to believe nobody picked him up there.
Yeah, really. Martin Porter. Martin Porter back in 26. Eli Schomer, 27. And he is still blinking like crazy. I can't even stay on him.
Nobody's showing no love to the 75 tonight, Rudy.
I see that.
Always trying to hold them Raider fans down.
Mark Jackson trying to make a bid on the outside. Anthony Corey goes down below the yellow line. And he's going to fall back to 9th real quick. Brings it up onto the track. And everybody dodges him to make sure they don't get involved in whatever was going on there. Robert Riley in 11th. And Josh Robin right behind him in 13th. Craig Hawkins in the number 13 does kind of weave up the hill a little bit there in the turn, but does it pretty safe. Now Cody Griffin on the bottom line, and we got him 3 wide up front here. A little early for this, boys.
Nonsense, Rudy.
Whoa.
3 wide for second now.
This is wild here. Mark Jackson took it way up, and it looks like he's trying to get back down. He does. He gets back down the hill, but brand new leader Justin Michael up front, bringing Donald Sadusky with him as they come around to complete lap number 21, folks.
Clicking them down.
You know, somebody we haven't talked about too awful much is Andrew Schulte. We talked about him a little bit there before the race, and I'm telling you what, man, he is right up there in the mix of this and in 5th place.
Yeah, he's been up towards the front all night long. He's been in this lead pack since the start of the race, and I look for Schulte to be a strong contender all night long.
Right behind him, Nathan Solvia. And Robert Riley working his way into 9th place up on that high side. Now falls in behind the number 90 of Ryan Sadusky. Oh, Donald Sadusky, a little wiggly there coming out of turn 4. And look
Craig Hawkins back here almost caused an incident, Rudy, but everybody got through it all right, but that was pretty hairy there.
Oh, we got a loose one right there. Donald Sadusky out of shape.
He saved it.
Yes, good save by Donald.
These guys are racing hard early. I don't blame this pack that's about seconds back here being led by Tommy Lee. They're just hanging out, man. This is getting wild up front.
Yep. Wally Turheimer taking the lead away from Mark Jackson. And boy, they come right to the bottom. Turheimer and Justin Michael bringing the 90 of Ryan Sadusky along with them. So Wally Turheimer back to the front. Justin Michael not happy with that. Takes a bit on the outside working with Ryan Sadusky, but Wally Turheimer will lead that lap.
Look at that 33 creeping towards the front.
Yes, he is. He's working his way up through there. Getting a little help there from Donald Sadusky. Donald falls clear back to the 8th place here. Well, let's go back here where you were talking about. Ed Hewitt now back at the tail end of that group in 15th spot. Anthony Corey kind of losing the draft back here a little bit, 16th. And Tommy Lee leading the second pack around almost 5
we
seconds.
We got two
back.
wrecking. Sadusky and somebody else in the grass in turn 1.
Yes, sir. No caution yet.
Nope.
No caution. Let's go see what happened here to these guys while they're under
It's
green.
Robert O'Neill, Bobby O'Neill, and Donald Sadusky.
Yes, he did. Robert O'Neill looked like he come up the hill into Donald, and that sent both of them out across the grass here. A good save. Neither of them got into the wall. That's. Oh no, I take that back. Robert O'Neill did get into the wall. Donald,
That's a shame for Bobby.
yeah, Donald Sadusky didn't get into anything, so good news. Well, they're back out running now.
Still a lot of race left, Rudy. Plenty of time to recover.
Oh yeah, Justin Michael on the high side, retaking the lead from Wally Turheimer. Getting a good shove there from Ryan Sadusky, and those two trying to clear Wally to come to the bottom, but not quite there just yet. Mark,
They cleared it.
yes, they did.
Oh, the 90
Oh,
did.
the 90 did.
Dove out.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
90 hung him out.
yes he did. So Ryan Sadusky to the lead. He's already led one lap today.
That might be the first time. Cause Donald's led a lap day, correct?
Donald Sadusky, he led 2
Yes,
laps.
sir. So that might be the first time in maximum velocity history that a father and a son, Ryan and Donald Sadusky, have led a lap in a race.
Now that could be, yes. I never thought of that, Scott. That's a pretty interesting stat right there. Craig Hawkins in, we'll catch up with him here, in 7th place. Up on the high side, working with Mr. Ed Hewitt. Man, Ed up here in the Dunkin' Donut machine in 9th place.
Oh, easy Ed.
I wonder if that's his wife driving for him or daughter. Just kidding.
He ain't gonna like that.
No, we got to give him the Dickens, you know. Matt Kingsbury breaking the top 11. He's still looking for a chance to get up there into the lead. Chris Voiles, we haven't talked about him today, in 12th place.
Good run for Chris.
Yes, it is. Andrew Schulte now back to 13th, and Anthony Corey 14th. So they do have an even amount there. Now Nathan Miller, these guys back here 6 seconds off of the lead, but they're in the safe zone, Scott. You know what that is.
Yep.
Keeping themselves in that safe zone in case something drastic happens up there in the front. They got time to check up and don't have to worry about using that one reset they got for 100 laps.
And the way they're racing up front right now, something's bound to happen sooner or later.
Oh, I'm telling you, they keep switching it up. Take a look at the summary real quick here. We've had 1 caution and 15 lead changes already, Scott.
Yeah, it seems like every other lap we got a new leader up front. They keep just changing it up.
Yes, sir. Now Nathan Sylvia to the lead for the first time today.
Ooh, and the 90 on the apron there, Sadusky, a little wiggly.
Yes, he was. Nathan comes up in front of...
3 wide. 3 wide for the lead.
He tried to come up the hill and block that progress that Justin Michael had. Him and Cody Griffin had one heck of a run there, so Nathan gets denied from leading that lap. Justin Michael back to the front, and Ryan Sadusky.
And Ed Hewitt.
Whoa, what? Ed Hewitt?
Yep, Ed Hewitt. We got an Ed Hewitt sighting, Rudy.
Dunkin' Donut Machine.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him up there on the point here in a minute getting a lap led.
I wonder if he's got coffee in that thing for fuel or what he's got in there. Got to have coffee.
He's on his game tonight.
Yeah, he is. Got to have coffee in there for them donuts, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he loves his donuts.
I can tell he's had that paint scheme on his truck since the truck came out.
Well, let's ride along here with Cody Griffin. He's on the bottom. And let's see what he's looking at here right ahead of him as Justin Michael cuts down in front of him. Leaves Josh Robin up on the high side by himself. Cody happened to check up just a little. And boy, look at the run Josh Robin got on that high side. He's right up there to the 4th place. Oh, a little checking up here.
3 wide again.
Oh my!
What is it with the 3 wide tonight?
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Wide.
It makes it interesting, but I'll tell you, it's a little early for that kind of racing.
Yeah. So far, so good, though. Only that one caution, Rudy. We're working lap 32.
Justin Michael mired back in 7th place. I want to go back and see if I can find Scott Sanderson. He's back in this second pack back here, 6.8 seconds back, and they're falling, Scott. They've lost a couple of tenths here in the last 4 or 5 laps, but I don't think they're concerned right now. I think what their concern is right now is just keeping that distance ahead behind that lead pack, enough to check up there and don't get involved in any accidents or anything, and it gives them plenty of time. Nathan Miller, 17th. Tommy Lee, 18th. If you remember, Nathan Miller started on the outside of the front row at the beginning of this race.
And just to touch on Scott Sanderson, Rudy, you know, it's not worry time yet, but another 20 laps or so, them boys in the back, if there's not a caution flag, they're going to start getting a little worried.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if they're green.
We have seen these races. Sorry, Rudy, go ahead.
Especially if they're green flag race, laps, no caution.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We've seen some of these races go the whole distance with 1 or 2 cautions and, finish out under green flag conditions for the majority of the race. And if that happens tonight with as far back as they are, Sanderson's doomed.
Or I should have said green flag pit stops. If there's green flag pit stops, that's not going to let them catch up. They're going to be praying for a caution. Josh Robin to the lead for the first time today. Not sure if he can hold it here. He's got some good pushing right there by Mark Jackson. It almost looked like Josh was going to bring it down the hill in front of Ryan Sadusky, but Ed gives him a little shove there and keeps Ryan up ahead.
Yeah, remember early on in the race when I reported to you that Josh Robin and Ed Hewitt were at the tail end of the field? Now look at them.
Yeah. Well, you can look at it both ways, Scott. Are they ahead of the wrecking that could be happening right behind them, say 9th, 10th, 12th place or something like that? Or are they up there enough where we've seen that 3 wide happen, they could get caught up in something and could wind up taking out that whole front group?
Yeah, and they've been racing extremely hard up here, so it just takes one mistake by somebody and you're going to take everybody out.
Well, Josh Robin again gets a good run on that high side. Mark Jackson pushing the daylights out of him, but Ryan Sadusky comes back around. Let's see if Josh Robin's got enough horses under that hood to lead this lap. And no, he gets denied. Ryan Sadusky leads it. You can see just how tight this field is here, all the way back to, looks like Matt Kingsbury at the end of that group in 13th place. And Anthony Corey almost out of the draft here as he's trying to hang on to to Matt Kingsbury, but he is really struggling right now. He does finally catch up to the back end of that field. And now the second group is 7 seconds behind, so they're going to have to get their act together here pretty quick, Scott, and try to start reeling in that front group.
Yeah, we're about 13 laps away from the halfway point, but it's not worry time yet, Rudy. I mean, we start getting into the 60s and 70s on the laps, yeah, these dudes in the back are going to start sweating big time because it's possible that caution may not come out at that point. But right now, we're not quite the panic time yet, but I'm sure it's in Sanderson's mind.
Johnny Smith, James Lehman back here 22nd, 23rd, and they are a little over half a lap behind the leaders, so that puts them not that far ahead of the leader. Martin Porter in the mix with these leaders up here, but he is in 24th place, a lap down. Donald Sadusky back out on the track. Looks like him and Robert O'Neill are working together, but they're both a lap down. But they're kind of like at the tail end of that one lap down group. Eli Schomer now coming off pit road. He is 8 laps down. I think he was having connection issues or something there, Scott.
Oh, that's a tough break for Eli.
Yeah, first race with these guys, I believe it is. And he's clear back in right now in 27th place. Keith Haney on pit road. Not sure.
We've all been there with the connection issues.
Oh, yeah.
We got the 76 on the apron. He's going to get passed up by a lot of people. I'm not sure what happened there, but Josh Rodman got down on the apron, and he's going to lose a lot of track space. He's going to fall to the tail end and lose the draft, Rudy. He's going to be by himself.
And now we got a brand new leader, Ed Hewitt. Mark Jackson.
There it is, easy in.
Yeah, making a run on the outside, though. Mark Jackson, Nathan Sylvia, if they can clear him, they could actually, a bunch of them could come down all the way back to Justin Michael. And they
didn't have a good momentum run there, and they didn't get the run.
No, his partner wasn't tucked right up under him, and it looks like his partner there, Ryan Sadusky, goes to the high side, so everybody's hanging Ed out.
Yep.
Mark Jackson, our pole sitter, back to the lead. Well, pretty quiet out here right now, Scott.
Yeah, I think everybody's just kind of relaxing right now.
Justin Michael on the high side, him and Cody Griffin. I think them two have teamed up together. We've seen them together quite a bit now.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Hewitt trying to get some draft off of Cody Griffin, him and Ryan Sadusky. But Ed's going to say, well, remember, Ryan, you dumped me off there earlier. Here I am back ahead of you. Don't dump me off again there, buddy. I'm your wingman.
We should be seeing green flag stops in about the next 10 laps, Rudy.
Chris Boyles in 7th, Wally Turheimer 8th, Craig Hawkins 9th, and Andrew Schulte into the top 10.
That old Craig Hawkins, we haven't seen him in a while. He's up there running in the top 10. Pretty good run for Craig tonight.
Yes, it is. Very good job. I like the truck, too, Black Ops.
Yeah, that game just came out recently. He's out there supporting it.
There you go. That's good.
They're usually pretty good games.
Well, Mark Jackson battling with Justin Michael up front, but Mark will lead that lap. And right now, the guy that's led the most laps has been Justin Michael.
Yeah, he's definitely flexing the muscle tonight. And you can see that he wants this championship, and the only way to win it for him is to be up here, lead the most laps, getting as many bonus points as he can, and being in the front. And right now, if that caution doesn't come out, he's sitting pretty.
Well, this front 6 here have put a little bit of distance on 7th place Chris Boyles. Not that that's anything that they can't catch up with, which they're doing right as we speak. They just reeled that lead pack in, and we're 3 wide again. Mark Jackson down through the middle. Oh boy, everybody partying the seas around Mark, and he's going to get hung out to dry right there in the middle. Oh, we got a catch!
There it is.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. There's a wreck right there.
Ed Hewitt going around, but no caution
No
yet.
caution. Nope.
And he's going to come back up onto the track. Are you kidding me? No caution? You're kidding me, right? I can't believe that. Oh, and he gets plowed into, and it still hasn't brought out a caution.
I can't believe that, Rudy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
How is that not a caution?
I don't know. He was like right in front of traffic. Oh, man. What a bummer there. That's going to be a tough break for Ed and them guys back there, man. Well, it looks like we've got a couple more on pit road. Robert O'Neill, Eli Schomer joining Keith Haney on pit road. So them guys, not sure if they're sitting there getting damage fixed up or they're just going to sit back and watch the rest of the race. I'm not sure. Well, we've got definitely got a 3-truck pull away there. Ryan Sadusky trying to hang on in 4th. And they're coming up on trucks that are about to go a lap down. Well, a lap down. James Lehman and Johnny Smith. And it looks like Johnny Smith peeling off and going to pit road. Trying to get that.
Rudy, looks like Eli Schomer was disqualified from the race.
Oh, really?
By the admins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I cannot believe there wasn't a caution there. Man, that's just unbelievable. Oh, Justin Michael pulling off, and what is going on with Justin Michael? Whoa.
Whoa, it's right.
I don't know what happened there. He just cut off and went down on below the yellow line. Well, that put Mark Jackson back in the lead now. Ryan Sadusky.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. That would be a question to ask him. We got a lot of guys coming off pit road now. Guys are making their first pit stops. Well,
that is so weird. He went through the grass and everything being below that yellow line. That is so weird.
I know. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he had a graphics card glitch or something. You know, we've heard about that. Guys, their screen would just go black, and they just turn it left, and when the thing comes back on, you know, you can get it straightened out. But we've heard all kinds of weird things that have happened like that. Chris Voiles gets into the wall up there, but he hangs on to 3rd. Nathan Sylvia right behind him. Now Craig Hawkins does go into 5th place, but he's going to get passed up by Cody Griffin and Justin Michael. These guys trying to get caught back up to that lead pack, and they're probably going to get caught up just about in time to come to pit road. Can they make it 50 laps? The halfway mark?
No, they can't go. Well, they could make it 250 laps, but they can't go 50 laps on a tank of fuel. So they will definitely have to pit one more time, even after they pit this time. And Rudy, don't look now, but Justin Michael's only 3 spots ahead of Scott Sanderson now. Yeah, Scott Sanderson's way back in the field, but Justin Michael's lost a lot of track position.
Yes,
and now that's only equivalent to a few points and not enough to win the championship. And Rudy, this has got all the makings of a green flag race, the way everybody's spread out now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this could be very upsetting for Scott Sanderson. You know, I mean, he's going to have to stay in that position. He's got pit stops to go through yet, and he needs to stay in that top 10 in order to win this championship.
Yes, sir. But at the same time, Justin Michael's going to need some help because he's fallen so far back, and he needs to catch people and get past them. So he's got some work to do himself.
Well,
he's on the move.
Yeah, they're starting to reel up that front pack again. And if we get a chance to talk to Justin later, we definitely want to ask him about that, what happened there, because, man, that was really weird what happened.
Yeah, it was. That was odd.
Okay, I'm getting reports here. Justin has had problems today with his computer crashing.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that could have been it. Chris Voiles to the front. and he led that last lap. We weren't paying attention.
Sorry about that, Chris. That's our bad. Chris drives his heart out every week, man. It's good to see him up there in the front leading some laps.
Well, Cody and Justin have caught up to that front group, so we've got a 5 or 6 truck pull away all the way back to Justin Michael, and then Craig Hawkins back here all by himself, looking for somebody to team up with. But 8th place back here, and these guys are starting to close in just a couple of tenths here and there on them leaders. So I think they're seeing that it's time to go now, because it's got the makings, like you said, of being a green flag the rest of the way.
Yeah, and they're going to have to send a rescue party for Craig Hawkins because he's fading away.
Well, he's gonna fall into these guys' clutches here and probably join in with that group: Nathan Miller, Tommy Lee, Scott Sanderson. He'll be mixed in, but he does have some nose damage on that truck, so I'm not sure what he got into or who he got into.
I still can't believe we didn't have a caution on that Ed Hewitt accident.
I know, that is totally weird. I've never seen anything like that.
Not like that. Not with that much carnage on one lap and them not throw a caution.
Well, Ryan Sadusky back to the lead as Chris Voiles goes way up high working with Nathan Sylvia up there. Now Mark Jackson hooks up with Ryan Sadusky.
And we're officially halfway through this race, Rudy.
Yes, sir. I'm just thinking that I wonder if these guys are going to try to go just as many laps as they can and make it on this final pit stop. Do you think? Nah, I can't.
I don't think they can get in the window.
I don't think they can either. What do you only get about, 38 or 40? No, about 40 laps on a tank of fuel?
I would think 40 at the most.
Yeah, at the most.
And they're not in that window yet, and they've been out there. When did we go back green, on lap 15? Lap 16?
18 or no. Yeah, 15. 15 or 16, yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting close to the end of this fuel run. We should expect them on pit road anytime.
So Tommy Lee takes over that lead position, and they every time it seems like they gain a tenth or two here or there, they lose a tenth or two. So, but I think they're still in a safe position right now. But we're still waiting to see when these leaders are going to come to pit road. They got to be coming pretty quick.
Can't be too much longer. Rudy, I got to step away for 1 second. I'll be back in just a second, buddy.
All right. All right, let's go back here. Tommy Lee leading the second group, and that is quite the pack of cars right there. We've got some lap ones mixed in there too, but Craig Hawkins does fall to the back of that group. He falls in behind Wally Turheimer, which Wally is running in 18th place, a lap down. These guys got a lap down because they pitted. Matt Kingsbury in 17th. James Lehman, first car lap down in 16th position, will get the way by if he can hang on to it, because it looks like Matt Kingsbury just drove by him and puts him back to second. So Matt will be the way by if a caution comes out. That is one heck of a group of trucks right there, I'm telling you. If they were all up in the lead, could you imagine how exciting this would be? Holy smokes. Robert Riley out here all by himself has definitely lost the draft, and he's praying for a caution to get caught back up before he goes a lap down, because that field is catching him big time. They're really not that far behind him. Less than a straightaway.
And they're coming.
And I see Ed Hewitt back out on the track. He's got a lot of damage, but it looks like he's going to get off the track here and let the leaders go by. That's the right thing to do, Ed.
Now back here in the front of this second pack, they got Scott Sanderson leading the way. They've allowed Sanderson to get to the front so he can maximize the points that he can, just in case.
Well, we're finding out that Justin did have a screen blackout. That's what happened to him.
Wow. To recover that quickly is pretty phenomenal.
So back up front, still nobody coming to pit road. Man, this is amazing how long these guys are running out here. I gotta look and see if I can find when they did come to pit road.
I think the caution was on lap 13.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was on lap 13. You are correct. There were a couple of them that pitted a lap or two later. So, man, they've been out here for a long time on that same tank of fuel.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 40 laps here.
Yeah, and they're going by Robert Riley. Now, Robert does have a little damage on that right front corner. Not sure if he's gotten into somebody or something, but he will go a lap down, 15th position now.
Well, then maybe this will be just this next stop, and that'll be it, because they're starting to get into the window here. It's them running as many laps as they have already on this run. We're getting into that window for the pit stop.
That's right. And even that second group, Tommy Lee and all them guys, Scott Sanderson, well, they're into the 5th place as a lot of people have pitted. So Scott Sanderson now is in 5th place.
And Justin Michael don't like to hear that.
No, he doesn't. That's only one position separating them two. Well, again, folks, make sure you hit that like button on the video, because for every 10 likes, $5 will be donated to the Children's Cancer Fund, the Childhood Cancer Foundation, I should say, by the Kakana, I think is how he pronounced that, high school. And a special thank you to the teachers there at that high school, Mrs. Hunter and Mrs. Ortega. They advertised on the school board for this race, and hopefully we got a lot of people in here watching from that school. It's really cool, and thank you for what you're doing. That's really, really admirable, I'll tell you that. Well, we're about at that window right now, Scott. If they pit right now, Ryan Sadusky in the lead, Mark Jackson second. If they pit now, they can make it the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone coming down. But here we go. The 02's coming down. So is the 76. We're going to see guys coming now, Rudy.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to see these leaders, too. Ryan Sadusky. Nope, they're going to go around one more time. Okay. But we're going to watch Scott Sanderson in this group and see if any of these guys are going to come to pit road. And we might see tire changes. We might not see tire changes. I don't know what everybody's going to do, but here they come. Wow, I think there might have been some speeding up pit road there of Tyler Stanley. Whoa. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that's going to cost him a lot. He's going to cost a lot of track position with that.
Nathan Miller comes to his stall and had to back up, so that's going to be costly.
Yep.
These guys probably trying to pack every bit of fuel in that thing that they can get in it to make sure that they can make it, and they are going to come out together. Tyler Stanley's going to be out of it just a little bit there, though. All right, let's get back up to the lead here, because they are coming to pit road. Ryan Sadusky, Cody Griffin, all these guys coming to pit road.
Tyler Stanley is going to be back here by himself. That's unfortunate for the 02.
Yes, it is. He'll find somebody to team up with, though, I'm sure. But the top 4 on pit road, and they've got one heck of a lead over 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, back through. Cody going to be coming off pit road first. So good run for Cody. As they get wound back up to speed, Justin Michael coming out right behind him. And it looks for right now, if they can get their trucks back up to speed here, they may be able to hold on to the lead.
They're trying.
Well, Chris Voiles and company, they are just now coming out of turn 2.
Oh, the 90's in the grass, Rudy. Ryan Sadusky lost it coming out of the pits, and he's in the grass.
Oh, got back in the throttle just a little too quick, but he didn't hit anything. That's the good news.
And I was just going to report right before that happened, or just as that happened, that Donald Sadusky has taken it behind the wall, Rudy. As has James Lehman and Eli Schromer. They are both taking it behind the wall.
Oh, brother. So we've lost quite a few drivers out here tonight. We're down to 21 left in the field. Martin Porter, last one on the field right now in 21st place. I believe he is a lap down. You know,
we had 28 start this race.
Yeah, somebody we haven't talked about all night, George Hendricks. Out here all by himself right now, nobody to draft with, but holding on to the top 20. Good job for George tonight.
Meanwhile, up front, it's the 87 in the lead, Rudy.
Well, Justin,
he's going to need Sanderson to lose a couple spots, though, for the difference for the championship.
Yeah, Justin out here on a mission right now, though, Scott, to try to lead the most laps and get the as many points as he can. Sanderson being 5 positions behind him in 6th place. Yeah, I don't think that's quite enough.
Nope.
Now I'm getting reports here that the drivers do lose a point for every 4 incident points they receive. So,
But Sanderson hasn't been in an incident all night. And Justin Michael went off track. He went through the grass at one point. So if anything, Justin lost points.
Yeah, he may have only got 1 or 2 incident points on that, and you got to have 4 to lose a whole point. But these guys way out ahead of Chris Voiles and company back here. They're back 4.4 seconds behind the leader right now. Mark Jackson trying to get into their draft and make it a threesome right there, and I think if the 3 of them can get hooked up together, they may be able to reel up them leaders. They've got enough time. Mark's probably hoping that Nathan Sylvia would drag a brake just a little bit.
Yeah, they're not showing any signs of doing that.
Nope.
I think they're going to drive off and leave him. But you're right, Rudy. The 3-truck tandem would be better than a 2-truck tandem.
Mm-hmm. Well, Nathan,
maybe one of them's listening to the broadcast. Maybe one of them will let up here.
Nathan Miller now in 6th position. Josh Robin right behind him 7th. Tommy Lee 8th. Andrew Schulte 9th. And these guys praying for a caution right now because they laid back so long. They all did have a good pit stop, and they come back out together, except for Tyler Stanley getting out of it there after losing it on pit road, coming into pit and spinning on pit road. So that cost him a bunch of time out there on the track.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Ty. He's had a couple of tough nights in a row, and I'm sure he's pretty frustrated.
Now he's hooked up here with Ryan Sadusky right behind him, and I'm trying to make out who that is right ahead of him. The number, what is that, 68, 60, who is that, 68? That would be George Hendricks. Yeah, them 3 now working together. So maybe they can make up a little bit of time. But up front, Justin Michael, like I said, on a mission here to lead the most laps tonight. Him and Cody Griffin getting out there. Now, I wonder, I know we still got a lot of laps to go, but I'm just kind of wondering if these guys are just going to try to stay out there way ahead of them. What's going to happen between them 2? Is Cody going to try to look around and go around him? I know he's going to.
I wouldn't think that would happen. Not tonight.
He's going to start getting hot here, following that close behind him.
Well, they might do some swapping, but when it comes down to it, I honestly think the 87 is going to be out front. It's going to be one of them nights where you bring it to victory lane. Even though you didn't win the championship, you at least got the consolation prize of winning the race.
And I believe
now, taking a look at it, Sanderson has fallen back. He's in 13th, and Justin Michael's in 1st. So now there is enough points to be the champion. So now it's even more interesting.
But that keeps changing, though. I mean, you know, he'll be back up toward the front here probably in a little bit. He'll get caught up with Anthony Corey, and those two will march right back up. I think what they're doing is this, well, I guess kind of like what I call it, the swap draft a little bit. You know, the guy up front, when the guy in second gets a little warm, he drops out and falls toward the back. And boy, I'll tell you, you can pick up a lot of time. They have gained a lot of time on that lead pack. Look how far they've come up. They were over 11 seconds back, and now they're only 9.5.
Yeah, they're on their way. They better hurry, though.
Yeah, their goal right now is to get caught up to them front runners. Boy, if they get caught up with them, they're going to have quite the momentum to go right on by them.
And Anthony Corey lost the momentum back here. He's going to lose the draft, Rudy.
Yes, he has. Oh, he's way out of it.
I think he touched the apron and got out of control there. And we're getting reports that the 30 is taken up behind the wall, Rudy, and he's done for the evening.
Oh, Ed Hewitt out of the race, huh? Okay. Well,
yes, sir.
Too much damage. And look at the gap they've closed up now, Scott. They're down to 8.6 seconds.
They're coming, Rudy. And those guys up front, don't think they don't notice that.
Yes, sir. And Mark Jackson's going to join in on that group too here in just a minute. This is what he was waiting for. He's staying on the bottom, though, and going to make them guys go around him on the high side.
That keeps his momentum.
Yeah, he's going to fall right back into it. Well, that'll be that's going to put Nathan now up into the top 5, and they're only 7.7 seconds from that lead pack and closing.
Yeah, see, by staying on the bottom side now, he'll be able to tuck right in there behind Scott Sanderson. He's got 51 behind him to help him, a Browder. He'll be all right.
They're closing up on Chris Voiles and Nathan Sylvia, so that'll be more trucks to gather up together. The more the merrier. This is going to wind up to be a heck of a battle to the end here. Could be anybody's race yet. They still got 30 to go, Scott.
You know the 87's not like that, nor is the 3.
Oh, I'm sure they're watching their relative right now and watching to see what's going on.
And one of them's got the broadcast on, so they hear us talking. They're coming, boys.
And there really ain't a whole lot they can do. I mean, they're riding right now, pushing the heck out of each other, but they know that pack's coming. Now Tommy Lee
takes the pass.
Yep, Tommy. Yeah, there you go. Tommy Lee takes over the front position now, and they are 6 seconds from the leader. And now they're catching a little bit of draft off of Nathan Sylvia, and they're going to go down below them and take over that position. So, boy, they are coming like a freight train here. Now let's pay attention to where Scott Sanderson is. He is in 11th at the tail end of that group. Well, not quite at the tail end. Mark Jackson is our pole sitter. But this is going to change here because Chris Voiles and Nathan Sylvia will have to go to the back of that pack. Oh, the number 82, Matt Kingsbury, out of shape.
As they were coming up on those two, Tommy Lee came on the radio and asked them to just fall to the back so the whole pack could keep up their momentum so they could catch the leaders.
Okay.
So everybody's kind of working as a tandem right now, trying to catch those guys, and they're coming, man. They've got them now. Yeah, it's just those two up there by themselves and this whole pack of vultures chasing them down.
Yep, and they're down to 4.7 seconds. You know, Scott, I was going to tell you, I've seen this happen more times than not. Tommy Lee and a few of these other guys that race together, this is the strategy that they pull on these super speedways. They do this, peel off and peel off and peel off like that. The guy in the front peels off, goes to the back. Guy in the front peels off, when the guy behind him gets hot. And you can reel in the leaders like fast. And they've got plenty of time to do it. And they stayed back there way back. They were back, God, what were they, like 18 seconds or something off there that one time?
I'm not sure the exact amount of time, but they were definitely a long way back. Yeah. They weren't within waving distance, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure, yep. Well, Justin Michael, Cody Griffin still out front. Justin trying to lead the most laps today, but Scott Sanderson, our points leader, up to 8th place.
Yeah, Justin Michael's the one that's not liking this right now because all he sees is them getting a lot closer, and he already knows when they get up here, the gloves are off, man. Championship might be on the line, but everybody in this race tonight wants to win it. So he knows when they get up here, he's going to have to race for this win tonight and fight for every point.
Well, let's see Tommy Lee now into third, and look at this, they're 2.8 seconds. Everybody's staying nose to tail in that group.
And Tommy Lee being at the front of this group, I know he's a teammate of Scott Sanderson. I definitely do not look for him to help the front, too.
Nathan Miller, we got a couple of them getting out of shape here a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, we almost had a little bumper contact there. Johnny Smith almost got hooked.
Yeah, Johnny back the first car lap down. If caution come out, he would be the wave by, but he's running in 16th, mired in with these lap cars. And now they're down to 2.5 seconds. We'll get up here on Cody Griffin for a minute, and looking back to that group, as you can see him closing in, down to 2.1 seconds. And it ain't going to be long here. They're going to start feeling the draft, and they're going to reel them up real fast, and they're just going to drive right on by, Scott.
Well, that's the plan, but, you know, we'll see what happens when they get up here.
Now they're down to a second, 1.4 seconds. Wow, this is getting crazy here.
And Tommy Lee just come across the radio. I was like, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty."
I could hear him saying it too. Now down to 1 second.
I love that kind of stuff.
Andrew Schulte, 4th place. Wally Turheimer, 5th. And now they're starting to feel the draft. 3/4 of a second. 0.6. A half a second. Boy, they're just clicking it down here.
And they're catching slower traffic at the same time, so this could block our outside shot here. We'll see what happens with this. They're going to catch them at the wrong time, that slower traffic.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It might just work out to their advantage. And Tommy Lee pulls out. Andrew Schulte right along with him. Wally Turheimer. Now, once they get up there to him, I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, they come along there with a lot of momentum, and then they just kind of stall out when they get to the front, you know? Tommy Lee drops to the bottom.
Yep, 41 takes it from the 87. And look who's joined the party up here. The 62 has come to join Justin Michael and said, I don't know, Justin, I want this championship too.
Yes, sir. And right now it would be his, I believe, even though Justin's led the most laps so far. I still think Scott Sanderson will have to get the official word off of Kerry at the end of this race to find out the exact rundown of where they finished. We'll have to wait for him to probably get the points tallied up.
Oh, we had a couple more take it behind the wall. Martin Porter and Kyle Keiselbach are out of the race, Rudy.
Alrighty. Well, Justin Michael not giving up, trying to fight back on the high side. Cody Griffin on the bottom with Tommy Lee. Now, Cody and Justin were working together pretty much all race long. They had that big lead, and these guys caught up to them. Now, is Cody going to stay there with Tommy Lee, or is he going to try to get hooked up here with Justin Michael again?
I'm not sure here. I looked away for a second. I was looking at my phone, and when I looked back up, Cody was behind Tommy, so I didn't see exactly what happened there. But these two were working together so well, and it seemed like they were working together as a unit. So I would think they would be getting back together here soon.
Well, we've got about 10 trucks in this battle here. Matt Kingsbury at the tail end of that working with Johnny Smith. So Johnny kind of mired in with this lap traffic, but it's holding him for that wave by if a caution would come out. And we're going to get 21 to go this time by. Tommy Lee will lead again.
How many trucks we still got on the track, Rudy?
20.
And only one caution. How about that, huh?
I'm telling you, it's been people can say what they want about super speedway racing, but this is about as exciting as it will ever get.
Yes, sir. This is what you call a championship race right here.
Nathan Miller joining in on that battle, back here in 6th place.
3 wide. No, Schultz is going to bring it back down. He was hitting it, taking it 3 wide there.
I was going to look and see where our pole sitter was. He is back in 12th place. Nobody to work with, though. And he is 2.7 seconds back. 20 laps to go, folks.
This race has been filled with all kinds of drama.
Oh,
How will it
yeah.
finish?
Yes. That's what I love. Drama.
A pretty good race tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's, I think we go back here. Let's ride along with Chris Boyles for a minute and see what it looks like. Now, we do know that fuel and tires are out of the equation. We don't have to worry about that for the rest of the race. Everybody's made their final pit stops, and I don't believe anybody is tried to, shoot the gap there and stay out any extra laps. I think everybody's actually pitted and knows they can make it the rest of the way. So, turning out to be a good race up front here. Justin Michael, Tommy Lee battling it out. And they got a pretty good run on that high side, though. Andrew Schulte pushing the daylights out of Justin Michael right now. Justin could...
Wally Tierheimer right behind him.
Justin comes down a little, not enough, and Tommy Lee sticks a nose back underneath them.
Oh,
they
here
touch.
We got somebody in the wall. It's Chris Boyles.
Boyles,
We got
yeah.
another one in the wall. The 76. Yeah, 76. Josh Robin in the wall.
Justin Michael is
Tough
going to go
break.
back and look at Scott Sanderson moving into 4th. He will get ahead of Justin Michael. Justin can...
Caution,
Oh,
Rudy.
yep.
There's the caution. Wow. Well, how's this going to change things? A late caution.
What I'd like to know is how did that bring out the caution, but that deal with Ed Hewitt did not?
I don't know. We need to get Dwayne LaPrade on the phone.
Oh, okay. He come right up onto the track in front of traffic. That's what happened. He come up on the track in front of Mark Jackson. So, well, this is good for a lot of guys out here, though, that were so far back. Josh Robin, Tyler Stanley, Ryan Sadusky, and Anthony Corey. They were so far back. This is going to set up for an exciting finish.
Yes, sir. It's only fitting. With all the drama that we've seen, with it being the championship race, 10-point difference, it's only fitting that they stack them all up and let's have a shootout.
Of course. Well,
Wouldn't be restrict plate racing if they didn't do it that way.
that's right. Okay, they're all catching up to the pace car now, and I don't believe anybody's going to come to pit road. I think that would be suicide if you did that right now.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's coming down. Nobody's interested in one of them complimentary hot dogs tonight, so I think everybody's going to stay out on the track.
This is caution number 2, and we've had 29 lead changes, Scott.
Sounds about right for this place.
That's crazy. Well, Justin
We're
Michael...
not done yet.
That's right. We are not. Yep. Justin Michael has led the most laps with 31 laps. Ryan Sadusky led 18. Nathan Miller led 3. Tommy Lees led 6. Cody Griffin's led 2. Wally Tierheimer led 4. Chris Boyles 3, excuse me. Mark Jackson led 6. Josh Robin led 2. And Johnny Smith led 2. So we've had quite a few leaders, or 3, excuse me. Anthony Corey led 2. Boy, I'm looking at them. They're changing up and they're moving on me, so sorry about that. So, yeah, I don't foresee anybody coming to pit road. And maybe somebody in the back. Maybe somebody in the back. It might not be a bad idea. Take 4 fresh tires.
All the guys in the back are coming down, but
Yep.
none of the leaders are coming down.
Four fresh tires right now would be that would be an added plus. They're going to have lots of grip going into them turns.
Schulte and Tierheimer, two of the guys that did come and get tires.
Tyler Stanley
Chris
back in it.
Voiles. How about, I was just going to say, how about guys that bailed out like Chris Voiles and Josh Robin and Ty Stanley? All these guys that got second wins.
They're ready to bring
They
this
were
thing to
dead,
the end.
man. They were on life support.
Life support.
Yeah, now they got their second win. They got some blood back in them, and still going.
I'll bet you they woke up now because this put them right back in contention. Josh Robin back on the lead lap. Johnny Smith back on the lead lap. Matt Kingsbury. So now we got 16 drivers on the lead lap. And I'm getting reports Justin's still having problems with his computer. Well, that could wind up costing him the race here tonight. Or it could wind up costing him the championship big time, even though he is a couple of positions behind Sanderson right now. Well, we're going to see here if the lights are going to go off this next time. Nathan Miller will be our leader. Tommy Lee second. Scott Sanderson third. Cody Griffin fourth. Justin Michael fifth. Nathan Sylvia sixth. Mark Jackson, our pole sitter, back in seventh. Andrew Schulte eighth. Wally Turheimer ninth. And Chris Voiles rounding out the top 10.
Well, Rudy, this might be our last chance of the season, man. How about we interview Justin Michael?
All right, we can do that. Can you find him? There he is. I got him.
Okay.
I'll let you interview him.
All right. Justin Michael, this is Scott Brinson up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about earlier, man, when you went for a ride through the grass.
Computer issues. I couldn't see the screen, and it just happened again, too.
Man, did it come right back on after you went through the grass?
Yeah, it came back on. I was bouncing up and down through the to the bus stop.
Fortunate enough that it came right back on for you.
Yeah, 10-4 on that.
So what's the plan for the rest of the way, man? Me and you both know the situation, so how you feeling right now about your situation?
We're going to go up and take lead here in a couple laps, so that's all we can do. We got to have to win.
I kind of had a feeling that was going to be your response.
I've been trying to lead the most laps. I think I did, so.
Yeah, you got 31 led right now.
Copy that.
Nobody can top that.
Well, Well, you got it already. There's your bonus point. So you know you got the lap plus the most laps led. So you're just going to need a little help from Sanderson.
Yeah. He just needs to have some bad luck.
You going to be working with the 3 for the rest of the race?
Yes, I am. He's going to help me get up there and take that win.
All right, buddy. Well, go get him, man. Go get that championship.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you can hear it in his voice, Rudy. He's focused.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be. In a situation like this,
Yep.
You've got to be focused. You know, he knows that it's going to be probably some of the hardest racing he's ever had to endure right here to try to win this championship. You know, he's closed them points down just a little bit, but not enough for the championship.
Not yet, but he's still got life. There's still time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not on
Still
life
time.
support yet.
Nope, but it's late in the fourth quarter. He needs to get a drive going.
There you go. All
And they
right.
don't have timeouts in racing, so ain't no timeouts going to help.
Nope. You're having computer issues. You better hope it fixes itself, or you better pull off the track and get it fixed.
What a time to start having computer issues, huh?
Yeah, ain't that something? Well, hopefully it can hold out just a few more laps here. They're going to have 13 to go, Scott, so get them going here, brother.
All right, buddy, I'll do that. Nathan Miller is going to be our leader for the restart. Tommy Lee, old hot rod on the outside. Our championship. Go ahead, Rudy. Our championship is going to come down to this restart. I do not think we'll get another one, but I could be wrong. But these boys have been racing strong all night, keeping it out of the fence. So this could be the last restart of the evening.
Well, folks, don't go nowhere because this is going to get crazy. We don't have any idea who's going to come out the victor on this race. This is, man, and Justin Michael and Scott Sanderson battling for this win. Either
right
one of
behind
them,
one another.
yeah, either one of them wins could mean the championship.
Well, there we go. Pace car is off. We're racing again, Rudy. No waiting around in Florida. They're ready to get things done, and the green flag is out.
Sanderson with a great run here on the inside of Tommy Lee.
And Tommy got hung out there. Cody ducked down, and it left Tommy up there by himself.
Yeah, now he's just hoping Nathan Sylvia can get caught up to him and give him a little help. And Nathan drops to the bottom.
Oh, man.
So nobody going to be up there helping Tommy Lee at this time.
Well, Nathan got back up there with him. I think he was just trying to get some momentum.
Justin Michael
He's
on
trying.
the bottom. Right there behind Cody Griffin.
No room for Justin to get out and go to that high lane with it. It looked like Cody wanted to go, but Justin couldn't go with him.
And now Nathan Sylvia does come up on the back of Tommy Lee.
Yep, it's going to get hairy up in a minute, Rudy.
Yep, Tommy Lee back up in the hunt of things, looking to go to the front. Nathan Miller still in command right now.
Starting to get a little heated on the racetrack.
Oh, I'll bet it is.
Yeah.
A lot of guys.
How that goes.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys trying to get that side draft in the turns. Tommy Lee right here beside Nathan Miller right now. We're riding on.
There's a couple
on board.
guys. I think there's a couple guys out there giving the old friendly wave, if you know what I mean.
Nathan Miller is going to have it at the line here, I believe. Maybe not. Tommy Lee beats him to the line. Sanderson right here on the bottom. As long as he can finish ahead of Justin Michael, he's got a shot at it.
We got 3 wide, and somebody just driving up through the middle like they own the middle. And there they just got blocked off. I couldn't tell who that was. Looks like the 28 of Chris Boyles was just driving up through the middle.
Oh my! This is not a good time to be doing that, because boy, I'll tell you, you could take out the whole field and ruin everybody's race. But then again, I guess you could. Yeah, it is go time. Yes. 10 to go at the line, folks. 10 more laps here at Daytona.
They'll take them 5 wide with 10 to go.
Yeah, on the backstretch, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I have seen it a long time ago. I seen 5 wide on the backstretch.
3 wide right now in the back. Bob Riley on the bottom.
Yep, Robert back here, second one a lap down, just behind Craig Hawkins. And he's just trying to finish this in a respectable position, 17th place. Matt Kingsbury up to the 12th place.
Ooh, we almost had a wreck right there with Justin Michael in the 29. That was close. Justin's got to be getting frustrated at this point. He can't get through the traffic right now. They're marred back there in the 4th car back on the bottom.
And look at this, Tyler Stanley getting a reprieve. Back into the mix of things, running in 8th.
Hey, he was one of the ones that was on life support, Rudy. He was back there running by himself.
Yeah, he thought his day was over, and boy, look at now. And here we go, 3 wide. Tommy Lee up the middle. Mark Jackson going to the outside.
This got bad written all over it.
Yes, it does. I don't see anything good here.
Nope. This is going to end badly.
Andrew
I'm
Schultz is
usually
coming
an
along.
optimist.
Yeah. But this doesn't look good.
Nope.
And the guys are, everybody's trying to be kind of very ginger, and Wally Turheimer drifts up the line a little. That almost was it right there. We could see the big one. We haven't seen the big one yet today, Scott.
No, we're getting close to the window where if caution does come out, it'll end under caution, so they need to take it easy.
Yep, Cody Griffin mired way back here in the pack. Just absolutely nowhere to go. He's got trucks on the bottom, trucks on the top, and he just has absolutely nowhere to go.
In the wall.
And Justin Michael trying to shoot the gap, goes up the middle. There we go. There it
You
is.
called it, Rudy. There's your big one.
I knew it was
Wasn't a
going to
real big
happen.
one.
I knew it was going to happen.
It's
But
a medium-sized one.
a medium-sized one. Okay, we're watching here. Justin Michael on the outside. And I'm going to slow this down. It looks like Andrew Schulte gets into the wall.
Yeah, that started it.
Yep, and then people were dodging it, trying to miss everything that was going on there. Cody Griffin right here behind him. And it looks like Justin Michael cuts it right down the hill to get around. They're 4 wide right there on this front stretch. And there's just nowhere for these guys to go, man. And not sure who that was. Let's see, who is that? That is Matt Kingsbury. Looks like he drifts down just enough. He gets into the side of Cody Griffin right there, and both of them go up the hill, and they're going to take Andrew Schulte right along with them. And those guys are going to get a lot of damage on that car, as we're thinking this is probably going to be the last caution of the race right here.
Yeah, this definitely will be. The next one will end it.
Yep. So, okay, well...
No green-white checkers here in iRacing, folks. Not yet. They're working on it, but we don't have them yet.
Well, unfortunate for them guys, but right now we've got Nathan Miller in the lead, Mark Jackson second, Scott Sanderson third, Tyler Stanley fourth, Wally Turheimer fifth, Tommy Lee sixth, Anthony Corey seventh, Nathan Sylvia eighth, Johnny Smith ninth, and Justin Michael clear back in 10th place, Scott.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough with only a couple laps to go. Justin's running out of time. That's unfortunate for him.
Well, I'm not going to talk to anybody now because I don't want to disrupt their concentration, because that had to have been really, really strenuous on them guys right there running 3 wide like that, and they did it for a couple of laps pretty well. But inevitably something is going to happen, and it didn't happen until they tried to take a 4 wide.
Well, when it gets down to the end of these races, man, everybody wants to win. The only way you can get to the front is by taking chances, and that's just what you got to do. And I know there's a championship to be decided out here, but at the same time, there's a race to be decided, and everybody's racing for the race in itself, trying not to get in the 2 guys' way, but it always ends in carnage most of the time.
Absolutely. Well, now we're getting reports that Justin's computer glitched again and put him into the wall under caution.
Oh, wow.
So
when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, just like adding a little salt right into the wound,
Yeah. Well, Craig Hawkins and Matt Kingsbury got a beat on traffic, Rudy. They're going to take it behind the wall, and they're done for the evening.
Oh, man. I guess real quick here, Eli wants to talk. I don't even see him in here. Oh, there he is. All right, Eli, here's your chance.
Hey, I'm watching this. This is an insane race.
Well, tell us about the charity donations that will be made here today, because I didn't see how many likes we got.
I just looked. We got 19, and if we get one more, there'll be $10 donated to the Childhood Cancer Fund, and it's a great cause. And it's just something I wanted to do. It's my 100th start today. I found out. Well, I'll just do something, and my teachers just said, yeah, we'll put that up on the board, and we'll see how many people you can get. And we got 65 watching, so
yeah,
there's any people from Chicago.
Very nice.
It's insane.
Well, let's see if we can get one more like there, folks, so we can donate $10 to the Children's Cancer Fund. So one more like. Somebody hit that like button.
We can get at least one more. How about 10 more? Let's get at least 10 or 20 more.
Yeah.
It's for cancer, folks.
Come on, people. One more or 10 more likes. Yeah, 10, 20 more likes. Hey, that would be great. The more the merrier. $5 for every 10 likes on this video. So make sure you hit that thumbs up on the likes. And but thank you, Eli, and thanks to your teachers there, Mrs. Hunter and Mrs. Ortega, for putting that up on the board. And yeah, great cause, and very good
We
thinking.
got 22.
Very
There
good.
we go. See people out there hitting that button.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate that. So
All
does
right,
Eli.
thank you for having me.
Okay, Eli, thank you for doing that, man. That was really great.
Have a good one.
Yeah, that's a good cause. Very good cause.
Yes, sir.
Well, Scott, I think we're going to have a 2-lap shootout here. Oh, boy.
Sounds good.
Do you think we've seen the last of the carnage or not?
I hope so. I hope these guys can finish under green. I'd hate for a race that's been this entertaining to finish pacing. I'd rather see them finish it, coming to the flag. And, what about that race on Monday, the finish we saw there? I'd rather see something like that.
Yeah. Well, we've had 3 cautions for what will be 12 laps when they cross the line here, and 31 lead changes today. That's crazy.
Folks, if you want to see a cool finish, go dig up the GAC race from Monday night. We were on the live portal here on MaxSpeedTV, and check out the finish of that race. That was pretty wild.
All right, lights are out, Scott. We're going back racing the next time
All right.
around. 2-lap
Well, get us
shootout.
going, Rudy.
I'll do it.
Scott Sanderson.
What's he saying?
He's like, I need an official red flag so I can go get a vomit bucket.
Oh, my God.
You needless to say, he's feeling the pressure.
Well, he's back in, he is in 3rd, but Justin Michael is way back in 13th now.
And it's Sanderson that's worried.
Justin Michael's just on a Sunday cruise. He's what will be,
Oh, I think he's going to be like a cannonball shot out of a cannon here in a minute. Justin Michael, if there's going to be anybody taking it 3 wide on this restart, it's going to be Justin Michael.
All right, folks. Well, we're about to get it going here. This is going to be a wild finish.
Looking forward to it.
If a caution comes out now, it will be over, folks. And the field will be frozen, and we'll crown our winner and champion. But we'll get to talk to the top 3 and the champion. Lights or pace cars in, and green, green, green. Wow.
87 didn't get a good restart back there at all.
And neither did Mark Jackson. And Tyler
Nope.
Stanley dove it right to the bottom to get a good run on him. Now Tommy Lee tucks up underneath Mark Jackson, going to try to get him to the front as Nathan Miller continues to lead here. Next time by, they'll get the white flag, folks.
Don't be surprised if that 41 pushes Mark Jackson to the front here. We've seen him do it countless times. I would not be surprised if Jackson is racing for this win at the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised either. Tommy Lee just needs a little bit of a boost there. Somebody needs to go up to the high side and give him a little bit of a jump there so he can help Mark. But he does catch up to him. Oh, we've got a spin. Are you kidding me? That's going to be it right there. Oh, man. Somebody, I don't know what happened there, but we're going to go back and take a look at that because that was pretty ugly. I think Tommy Lee might have been involved in that or something. I don't know. Here, we're going to catch it.
Well, either way, Rudy, the 2, Nathan Miller, is going to be your winner. And the 62 of Scott Sanderson is going to be your champion.
All right, looks like Mark Jackson might, well, no, I guess take that back. Wally Turheimer, it looks like, come up the hill for whatever reason here. He come up the hill into Mark Jackson. Or Mark come down into him, one of the two. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. That's up to the admins to decide. But there's the wreck right there that cost both of them guys the race. And possibly Tommy Lee, even though he did kind of plow through that. I think he's going to wind up in 5th place. But,
yep.
And Wally's still hung up in the fence.
And to keep up that theme on the podium, it'll be the 02 of Tyler Stanley finishing 3rd. So you got the 2, the 62, and the 02, 1, 2, 3.
A lot of 2s in there.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, congratulations to Nathan Miller for winning here today. We'll crown him the winner, but the champion, I believe, is going to be Scott Sanderson.
Yep, that'll do it. Scott Sanderson clinches the championship tonight. He finished ahead of his closest competitor, and as we know, that makes you the champ. So congratulations to Scott Sanderson for the Maximum Velocity Truck Series championship here tonight.
All right, we'll get the official word on that, though. That's totally unofficial. But let's talk to the winner here. Nathan Miller, you got a copy.
What's up, Rudy?
Well, congratulations on your win here tonight. Now, let's go back about lap 50, Nathan. Did you even think you had a chance of winning? Because it looked like it was going to go green the rest of the way.
Well, realistically, I always bet on a caution here, so even though it was looking kind of bleak there early on, I figured we had a good shot at it. I just knew we just had to keep our heads down and keep chugging along. I knew we were going to benefit on the green flag pit stops because we had 5 or 6 guys working together. So I knew when we pitted, we'd all be together still, and it's exactly what happened. When everybody else pitted, there were groups of 2, groups of 3, and we were able to collect people in the back and just start making up time. And at that point, I knew it was game on.
I know at one time there, I think you guys were, I don't remember looking, it sticks in my mind 18 seconds, but I don't think that was right. I think you guys were back like about 13, 14 seconds or something.
Yeah, I think the worst I saw was 12 and a half or so.
Something like that, yeah. And you guys, man, once you got that nose to tail, you reeled up Cody and Justin Michael real fast. Now, it was unfortunate that Justin did have some computer issues today. He might have given Scott a little bit of a run for money, but we're waiting to get the official results of the championship. But congrats on your win here today, Nathan. How was your racing?
Thanks. Yeah, first of all, it's good to be back. My work schedule's been pretty bad for racing. I haven't seen you or anybody in feels like a month or 2 now, so it feels good to be back in general. Obviously, it feels awesome to be back in victory lane. The racing was great. Ty, Scott, Tommy, George, and I had a game plan from lap 1, and it was just fun to run some laps again, you know, clean laps, good laps. Had a good time, man. It was stressful. It was stressful because Scott was in our ear telling us what he needed in terms of points, and you know he was a bundle of nerves the whole race. So it was a little stressful there trying to make sure he was where he needed to be. But once we took the lead there, and caution came out, and I was like, man, I'm not. You know, I told Scott, I was like, I love you, man, but I'm not giving this up for nothing. So
yep,
it was a good race to the end for sure.
Well, I'm sure that tightened the points up for them too. But congrats on your win today, Nathan. And anybody you want to shout out to or thank?
Yeah, you guys, it's always good to be a part of your broadcast, Rudy. I love what you do. Shout out to Ty and Tommy and Carrie Cleaver and Scott and everybody here. It's just good to, like I said, I've missed everybody, so it's good to be back.
Okay, go celebrate, brother. Well-deserved win tonight.
Yeah, 10-4. Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Scott, you got Scott Sanderson.
Yes, sir. Scott Sanderson, you got a copy, buddy?
I sure do, man.
So a bundle of nerves, huh?
That is the most simplest way to put it, yes.
My first question to you, when you were going on that long green flag run and you guys were back, I don't even know how far back you were, but you guys were pretty far back. How were you feeling about halfway through the race when cautions weren't coming out? Were you worried that this would go the whole way and that you would wind up getting hosed in that?
Where do you think the nerves came from, man?
Yeah. I was feeling it for you, man. I knew it had to be kicking in.
Oh, yeah, it was. And leading up to the race, like even about 2 or 3 hours ahead of it, I was like, all right, I gotta get it done today. Justin's gonna put up a heck of a battle, exactly like he did. He got up there, from what I've been hearing, led the most laps. He put on a heck of a battle, and I knew from the beginning I just wanted to keep it clean. I know how these super speedways, how the quote-unquote big ones happen. I knew I didn't want to be in it. And I guess it happened and no caution came out, so we picked a couple off there and then had that long run. It just, oh man, it had me majorly worried. And luckily the pack, I wanted to stay out of the pack, and then the pack actually formed around me and helped me out in the end. So yeah, it was nerve-wracking to say the least.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that last restart was like. I reported what you said over the air here. It's on the broadcast. So I can only imagine how you were feeling, how that last restart would go.
Yeah, I knew I wanted to get right up to Nate, and thankfully I had a teammate there and had one that ended up getting in behind me also, so I knew I had the help around me and couldn't thank them enough. Like what Nate said, I was freaking out all race, and they kept me calm. Just said, "Hey, do what you do. You do these super speedways very well. Do what you do. Just calm down, do your thing." And I owe it to them. They they got me around this track today.
Well, you did exactly what you do, Scott, and that's close, man. And you're definitely one of the strongest closers around in all these leagues, and you did exactly that tonight. And I'm going to go out on a small branch and go ahead and say it, that you're the champ tonight, because every school, or I went to school in Florida, but every math system that I know of, when you finish ahead of your competition, you don't lose points. So that declares you the champion. So you are the champion this season, and I'm sure there's a lot of people you want to thank. So I'm going to go ahead and give you that opportunity right now, buddy.
First off, can't thank them again, the admins and everybody that puts this on. They put on one heck of a show. Had a little controversy from last week, and they did an amazing job handling it. So hats off to them. They did what they had to do, and Daytona was a great race for them to come back and show us what we can really do with this league. And teammates, second off, like I said before, they got me around this track today. So hats off to Nate, Ty, Tommy, and George. He was back there until he got caught up with something, got some damage. He was there too. So huge thanks to all of them. And man, I can't even think straight right now. Thanks to you guys up in the booth,
man.
Thanks to you guys up in the booth. You guys taking the time out of your day and away from your families and to give us the time slot to do this, and to the veterans that keep us safe and keep us free, allowing us to do this. So it's I'm proud to run this paint scheme for them.
Well, it was a hell of a night for you, buddy, and good to see you bring that championship home tonight. I know the feeling. So congratulations, man, and go celebrate.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Rudy.
All right, we caught up to third place. Tyler Stanley, you got a copy?
What's up, Rudy?
Well, third place tonight, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Nathan Miller there. Back about lap 50, it was looking a little bleak for that back group there. You guys were back 12, 13 seconds behind the lead pack, and it looked like it was going to stay green the whole way. Was you guys starting to sweat it a little bit?
I wasn't as much sweating it. At the end of the day, I was running for third place as well in the championship, and I had Browder behind me, and I knew he wasn't going to get around me. But I was absolutely ticked because, as all of us as drivers know, I wanted to be in the thick of it. I wanted to be racing, and I wanted to feel like I had an opportunity, and I didn't have that back there. And so they'll tell you, I was pretty ticked, to say the least.
Well, but it all worked out, and the plan fell through really well, and you come home third tonight, so congratulations to you on that, Tyler. It was a great race out there. A lot of, a little bit of roughhousing there at the end, but everybody's bidding for that top position. We've seen some 4 wide a couple of times, and that was like, no, but it happened, and those that was involved in that paid the price. So, but you kept your truck clean tonight, Tyler, so great job out there tonight, third place. Anybody you want to thank?
Absolutely. First things first, I got to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Got to thank my family. Everybody. Everybody wished me a happy 21st birthday yesterday. It was great. Got to thank my sponsors, 412 Student Ministries and Stanley Graphics. My teammates, Nate, Scott, and Tommy Lee, and George. Those guys are great. I couldn't ask for a better set of guys to work with. I'm absolutely stoked that Scott was able to pull off this championship and do it the way he did it. And I'm very proud. I got to thank you guys for making us look good when we might not be at our best. And thanks to Kerry and Sean, they put on a heck of a league. This is one of the funnest places to come and race every 2 weeks. Got to give a shout out to my girlfriend. She's out watching tonight and cheering me on, I reckon. And I want to tell her I love her and all that good stuff. And see what we can do with them next season. See if we can go steal this championship.
All right, buddy. Well, great race today, and congratulations on third place.
Thanks, sir. And one last thing. Roll Tide.
Go Irish.
Boo.
All right. Well, we're gonna talk to. I'm gonna let you take this one here, Scott. You actually did kind of thank Scott Sanders, or congratulate Scott for the season here tonight. But go ahead and talk to Justin Michael about. I know he had some major issues tonight.
Yeah, Justin, how you feel, man? I know things didn't turn out for you how you wanted them to, but all in all, man, you had a pretty good season, dude. You got to feel good about the season, all in all.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll take the second, and we'll go back next year, and we'll get them.
Yeah, you coming back next season?
Oh, absolutely.
You got anybody that you want to thank tonight for your performance tonight? I know you had some help there getting you up to the front and helping you lead the most laps.
Yeah. Just thank Cody for sticking me all the entire race. I needed that help to stay out front to get those extra bonus points, and didn't work out in the end, but we'll get them next time.
Well, buddy, it's kind of a spot. You got anything else you want to add?
No. Thanks, Scott, for the racing clean the entire season, and good job for him for getting that championship. But we'll get it next year.
Right on, man. Well, good luck next season, dude, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Rudy?
All right. Well, I just wanted to congratulate both of them guys for a well-raced season, and congratulations especially to Scott Sanderson. It's over now, Scott. You can relax, take a breath, and you should have been doing that all race long, man. You just got yourself worked right into probably a heart attack.
Trust me, it was there. Yeah, may have to go emergency room after this.
Oh, come on, man. It wasn't that bad, was it?
Oh, you have no idea.
All right.
Well, congratulations, buddy. I hope it feels as good as you hoped it would.
Oh, it does, and I got to do one more last thing to Justin. Like you said, he raced me clean all year long, and I mean, great guy, very respectful. So, hats off to him too.
Very cool.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's run down through the results real quick here, and we'll get out of here. Nathan Miller coming home the winner here tonight after leading 19 laps, but the most important one, the last one. Scott Sanderson, our champion, the season champion, finishing second. Tyler Stanley in third. Nathan Sylvia fourth. Tommy Lee finishing fifth. Anthony Corey sixth. Cody Griffin seventh. Johnny Smith eighth. Justin Michael finishing second in the points, but finishing ninth in the race. Josh Robin is the top 10. Scott?
Travis Browder comes home 11th. Andrew Schulte 12th. Ryan Sadusky 13th. Mark Jackson finishes 14th. Wally Thurheimer 15th. Bob Riley finishes back there in 16th. George Hendricks 17th. Chris Foyles 18th. Matt Kingsbury finishes 19th. And Craig Hawkins rounds out the top 20. Rudy?
Martin Porter, 21st. James Lehman, 22nd. Donald Sadusky, 23rd. Ed Hewitt with a 24th position. Kyle Kieselback, 25th. Robert O'Neill, 26th. Eli Schomer, 27th. And Keith Haney in 28th position. So great race out there tonight. Congratulations to our winner of the race, Nathan Miller, and our champion, Scott Sanderson. So thanks for watching tonight, folks. Appreciate it. And we will catch... Yeah.
Before we sign off here, I just want to personally say that this was an outstanding championship race for Maximum Velocity. And these guys should feel pretty good about the performance that they put on tonight, because this was a great race to call, and this was fun doing this tonight, buddy. I had a great time tonight.
Absolutely. And thank you for helping out, Scott. It's always a pleasure having you in the booth with me, too. So.
Oh, it's always fun calling these races with you, man. I look forward to them. You're the John Madden of iRacing, man. People are just figuring it out now.
All right, folks. Well, we won't be back for a broadcast here, I believe, until Sunday is our next broadcast. We're off for a couple days. The leagues will be taking some time off, so we'll see you Sunday evening right here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.